Namaste. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is day 39 of our 45-day series. I am super proud of all of you for journeying with me and also trusting me to help you along your way. This is a series to help both men and women lasting longer in the bedroom. Before we get started today, just a few friendly reminders is that if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. It helps me to push this video out to more people so I may help them. Also hit that notification button and that notification bell so that when day 40 gets released tomorrow, you'll be right there with us. And with that, let's get started here today. Welcome. Get into a comfortable position. If you can do these acupressure points outside, even better. The vitamin D will help you, but be comfortable. This series is completely acupressure, and from here on out, we're going to do completely acupressure. That's how we started, and that's how we're going to end. If you want to do yoga, not a problem. Go to the middle of the sequences, and they're all completely yoga, but the point being is that I want you to do any one of these sequences, a sequence 3 times a day till you get the results you desire, and you'll know when to stop. The first acupressure point that we are going to do is simply between the eyebrows, and it is right in the middle. And we're going to just do this point, just simply this point for the next 2 minutes. I want you to follow along. While we're doing this point for the next 2 minutes, we're also going to compile it with a visualization technique. While we're doing this, I want you to visualize from the top of the vertex of the head all the way through the neck, through the spine, through the hips, through the lower abdomen, to the pelvic floor. I want to imagine light and blood flow to that area. And the reason why we want to do this is for 2 different reasons. Number 1, it's called a coupling technique in Chinese medicine, where 2 items done together have a greater synergistic effect of either one of them adding them up together. So meaning 1 + 1 does not equal 2, but equals 7. So I am doing my best to compound some of the acupressure and the asanas and the visualization, as well as the diet therapy, to get you to be there faster so that you can be on your way to enjoying longer in the bedroom. A lot of these acupressure points have a lot of intelligence behind them because they help to moderate blood flow anywhere from thyroid, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, FSH to LH, and to helping reducing cortisol so that you have more chemical to have that desire, and not only that desire, but also lasting longer in the bedroom. And then also too, is that if we visualize the blood flow to that area, then it's as if we're acting as if. And they've done studies on this, that pro athletes visualizing themselves running the race, actually the neurons fire as if they're running the race. So if we visualize the blood flow from the vertex of the head through the neck, through the spine, through to the hips, to the lower abdomen and pelvic floor, it's as if we are experiencing that act in the bedroom. So I'm getting you to be more comfortable so that you can tone the pelvic floor so you have more control and stamina over the pelvic floor. Very good. Now we're going to do another acupressure point, but before we do that, I want to introduce a concept to you on doing garlic. You can eat a couple of cloves within the week. You can eat a clove a day. What you can also do to make it a little bit more palatable is that you can take a couple of cloves of garlic and then you can put it in a glass of water and let the water sit for about an hour and drink the water. It can help you with so many different things. It can help you with lasting longer in the bedroom. Now the next acupressure point is on the ear. So I have my handy ear model, and it's at the vertex of the ear. This acupressure point can really help to manage blood flow so that you can last longer. So we're going to go ahead and do this acupressure point right at the vertex of the ear for the next 2 minutes. So follow along with me. And while we do this, I'm just explaining a few things to you. You can do either ear, or you can do one ear or the other, up to you. Now, everybody loves this point. This is a great wellness point. You can do it before bedtime. You can do it to your partner. This is a wellness point, so you can do it for many different reasons. It's a feel-good point. You can even do it on children and so forth. So I want you to consider doing this as part of your regular day. It not only helps you with lasting longer, but it can also just help you be well overall. Now, regarding blood pressure issues, I definitely want you to work with your doctor. The garlic can help, but overall, I want you to work with your physician on blood pressure issues. They can go ahead and examine you and also give you the recommendations that you need. These are just some home remedies that can help, but this acupressure point can also help you with blood pressure. Now, the reason why this works and also is combined by the fact that it can also help you with lasting longer in the bedroom is that in my clinic, I've noticed a real pattern. Patients who are struggling with blood pressure issues also have difficulty lasting longer in the bedroom. That's why it's really important to me that first you get checked out by your doctor, but these acupressure points can help along with any recommendations of your physician. These acupressure points can help moderate blood flow so that you can be helped in lasting longer. So this is a great point that you can do for blood flow, blood pressure, along with the recommendations of your doctor, not in lieu of them. And also the food therapy that we have talked about can also help, such as the garlic. Also, what can also help is a couple of cups of cinnamon tea. Also, you can consider drinking beets or beet juice. You can also consider hibiscus tea. So these are really good recommendations along with diet therapy and the acupressure, along of course with the recommendations of your doctor. Now, the next acupressure point that we have is on the hand, and this can also help with blood pressure. And what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to go from the wrist on the medial aspect, so the side that doesn't face the skin, the lighter side of your forearm, and then we're going to go from the wrist all the way down to the elbow. Now, this is such a great point. We're going to do this for the next 2 minutes, and I'm just leaving my arm in this puppet looking face. But when you do it, you don't have to do it with your hand up. I'm just doing this for illustration purposes. This is a great point for many different reasons, and this point can calm the mind to calm the body. Now, when you calm the mind, you have less cortisol that you have to release, so the body doesn't have to cope as much, and the rest of the hormones can balance out. And as the rest of the hormones balance out, you will have more available resources for pleasure. And similarly to this acupressure point can also help with blood pressure because it's calming the mind. And if it calms the mind, then the body and the heart can follow suit. So this is a great acupressure point from the point of view that it can calm the mind to calm the body. And as more available resources are available, you have more available hormone to help you to lasting longer in the bedroom. And not to mention, this acupressure point feels so good. I love doing this acupressure point. And you can also use the amount of firmness and friction that you want. You don't have to go super fast on this point. You can go at a more moderate clip. You can also use light pressure, or you can use firm pressure. Do what's best for you and what's comfortable for you. You'll know what feels good. We all do, right? So I have to say, I feel nice and relaxed. This is a really nice combination of points that you can do. And as you have guessed by now, I'm asking you to do any one of the sequences 3 times, which means that you can do this sequence 3 times, or you can do this sequence and maybe day 3 and then day 14, but any sequence, pick any of them and do one of them or any one of them individually 3 times, but get in the rhythm of doing a sequence 3 times a day. The last acupressure point, if you're pregnant, I don't want you to do. It's too stimulating, but in all other cases, it is super safe. And then if you are pregnant, then continue doing the previous acupressure point or any one of the earlier points we shared. I call this prayer hands. Put your hands together, and I want you to just gently rub your hands together. And this acupressure point brings blood flow not only to the pelvic floor, but also to the reproductive organs. Similarly, you can see that oftentimes when we are bringing blood flow to one area, other areas are being nourished. That's why these acupressure points are multifactorial. They can help you with digestion, they can also help you with fertility, and they can also help you with lasting longer. What I'm trying to do is through the mirror imaging holographic reflexology of these acupressure points, we are bringing blood flow to the lower abdomen and pelvic floor. And as we're bringing blood flow to the lower abdomen and pelvic floor, those areas are getting nourished. And as those areas get nourished, then you have greater tone in those areas and then greater stamina and control over these areas. And that's why I specifically used acupressure points along these sequences that can help you not only with overall wellness, but also as a result for you to last longer in the bedroom, because these areas are not only focused on wellness, but also through holographic imaging focused on the lower abdomen, so greater blood flow can be sent to that area. Now, a few friendly reminders as we are wrapping up with this acupressure point is that, of course, get checked out by your doctor. It's really important to me. I'm a big fan of physicians. I'm not a primary care doctor, and I really want you to go to that. Your doctor, don't replace this with not going to them. Please go to them and layer in what I say. And then in addition to that, if you go to the description in the YouTube channel, you'll see that we're offering free course materials. So email me and we'll send you some free course materials so that you can have some written documents as you're going through this, and you can always use them, make notes on it, refer to it, and it's my pleasure to do that for you. Well, fantastic. I feel good. I hope you feel good as well. So don't forget, pick 2 other sequences, do them individually, or you can do this 2 more times before we meet up tomorrow. Be well and see you tomorrow.